but the largest strong pair in U.S. gym story, who coached legends Nadia Comaneci, Mary Lou Retton, and Carrie Strug, told they can't remember multiple detailed information on which happened at their rancher in Huntsville, Texas, such as if ex-USA gym physician Larry Nassar was licensed to experience down there or who was accountable for compliance the gymnasts safe. Nassar has pleaded those guilty to penal sex hold in 2 cases and to fed kid porno extortion. He is serving jail sentences of up to 175 years. But Martha Karolyi, the domestic crew focal point of 2001 to 2016, told Nassar rarely came to the rancher. While requested if she knew if Nassar had a license to experience medical in Texas, she told how wasn't thing she would be aware of. She had no portion in choosing him as the crew physician, she told, but she estimated he had an relevant license. While Nassar did go to the rancher, Martha Karolyi told, he wasn't by her oversight, quite, he informed to a USA gym formal who was normally at the learning camping. Domestic crew gymnasts who learned at the rancher include a really various prospect on who was in accusation. Martha was the domestic crew focal point, but the way I saw it, she kind of had monitoring above whatever and all how went on at the rancher, told 2012 Olympic medalist Jordan Weber. She knew which was departure on each other in the gymnastics. She knew how lot routines how we did. She knew which we were consuming. She knew our treatments. So it was fair, while you go down there, you aware how Martha is observer. All Valerie making, she's observer. Weber and comrade Olympic champions Ali Raisman and Michaela Maroney occasionally roomed along for their learning sessions at the Karolyi Rancher. It was down there, in their cockpit, Weber told, wherever they confided in every sum on the misuse they incurred at the hands of Nassar. We fair mind it was really odd how he did the supernatural care treat, the supernatural method, she explainable. The order, that he executed for year by the kind of help in several various types of injuries, implicated insert his fingers in their vaginas, frequently out of tiring surgery gloves. He declared it was a land-breaking method he had advanced how implicated manipulative the pelvis story. Martha Karolyi lays the accuse for Nassar's actions on USAG, and often distant herself of the dishonored physician in her precipitation. So, he was employed by USA Gym, she testified, addition after how he certainly wasn't employed by me or informed to me. Time how may be formally real, both of Weber and Larson say they frequently observable Nassar talk to Martha Karolyi, give her accountable on their natural facility. They certainly had a relation, told Larson, who outlined Martha Karolyi as a jail guard. She had no issue in show how she selected favorites, so whenever her athletes were injured or had a issue, she'd be speaking to Larry on he. The Karolyi's lawyer, Gary Jewell, objected to 41 questions associated to Nassar for Martha Karolyi's 3.5 times sworn precipitation. The physician purified gymnasts on her characteristic for more than rather than 10 years. But in responding to the questions she did reply, Karolyi emphasized she had bounded cooperation in the crew physician, proverb she never named him. I didn't urge but regularly perhaps he would offer me a paper. While requested if Nassar always named her, her answer was yet obscure. Perhaps. Probable. Affirmative. Although down there were no formal spelled camping rules, it was understood how adults were not permitted in the region wherever the gymnasts' cabins were arranged. But Nassar would frequently consider the gymnasts' following hours in the public time chamber, the chamber at the far end of the cabins. Martha Karolyi, who named it the late chamber, told it posted 2 massage therapy tables. While requested if she knew the kind of treatment how Dr. Nassar was giver for evenings in the end chamber, Martha Karolyi replied, I never had surveyed his therapies. She told she saw Nassar making several manipulations in weapon and things love how. Bela Karolyi, while requested if he got on in Nassar, replied how he did not love his identity. John Courageous, Larson's lawyer, compressed Martha Karolyi for her precipitation on which she may include observed time Nassar was treat the gymnasts. Did you always see them person downward wherever they'd be naked under the waistline and a cloth above their butt? Did you always see how? Martha responded, I didn't, but later added, I don't remember vision how, but, oh no. I don't believe as. The fabulous trainer says it wasn't before she got a telephone urge of later USAG CEO Steve Penny in June 2015 how she had any concept how the physician was misuse youthful gymnasts. Completely no, Martha Karolyi answered while requested if she was aware preliminary to how spot of any sex offense by an age at the rancher. Both of Martha and Bela Karolyi declared to include slight, if all, liability time domestic elitists gymnasts learned at their rancher 1 week each monthly. The semi-nationalized framework required domestic crew gymnasts to do routine visits in their private coaches to the rancher to encourage oneness amongst gymnasts who were dispersed through the nation. For the precipitation, Martha Karolyi outlined her responsibilities as manufacturing. Certainly the gymnasts were produced for contest and to assist ultimate their routines. While requested who was accountable for safety for her possession as the domestic crew focal point of 2001 to 2016, Martha Karolyi told she didn't aware. I very wasn't in accusation of organizing how. I don't aware. Someone was in accusation of manufacturing. Certainly the girls were secure in their cabins, if nobody. Courageous requested. I'm not certainly. I believe the USA gym representatives verified how all nice in the girls, Martha Karolyi told. Bela Karolyi strengthened his woman's assertions for his own precipitation. USAG had the guidance and rules and policies, and how was strengthened by Kathy Kelly, the member of USA Gym. Bela Karolyi testified while he was requested if down there were any rules to pursue at their learning camping. He told how following his resignation in 2001, he didn't hinder in the relationships among coaches and athletes. Kelly, a visible drawing in females' gym departure behind to the 1990s, was overall present at the Karolyi gym for the common 1 week-long learning sessions. While requested on USAG's part at the rancher, the team would not commentary. USA Gym declines to commentary due to anticipated legislative matters, it told in a declaration. Although she was the de facto CEO of USAG, gymnasts and sneakers like say it looked as if Kelly informed to Martha Karolyi for her period at the rancher. Saylor, who left word in 2006 and after treated for the Tulsa Ballet, told she came striker to supporting the youthful gymnasts. No one age has go striker, not one trainer, to behind up which these girls were proverb. Law coercion is auditory currently. In Nassar now a condemned kid seducer serving a lifetime verdict. Some investigations include Bin Startup, consisting a collaborative inquiry by the Gower Shire Sheriff's Office Space and the Texas Rangers Department concerning any estimated offense at the rancher. Martha Karolyi did the 2016 Spartakiada on top of the planet, credited in creation a framework how manufactured a recording quantity of medals for females gym. In a anticipated selling of her favorite rancher to USA Gym, she set the phase to exceed her man Bela in resignation, outgoing over a so-built car to butter churn out coin-winning gymnasts for year to go. Currently, the selling is away, and USAG has cut all bonds in their rancher. The Karolyi behalf is now stained, due to its associate in one of the largest sex misuse scandals in Olympic story. The Karolyis denials glass such of some adults and organizations who say they had no expertise of the misuse youthful gymnasts incurred at the hands of the series kid seducer. I requested them to be secure, but I had my duties, Martha Karolyi told in her precipitation. Or my duties were really particularly on the learning and some human beings accountable for some components.